Alright guys, King again, David K, Multi94 is back with another episode of Disco Elysium, the final cut, full playthrough. So without further ado, let me change the camera real quick, and let's go! Let's jump into our investigation. We have plenty of things to do, and we're gonna do that for sure. This is going pretty good if you ask me, pretty well. We have still a lot of things to do apparently, but yeah, now we can talk to her maybe, now that we unlocked the Kuno, but you know what, we're gonna do the other side. Maybe, I don't know if she's gonna run away or something, but if I am from the other side, maybe it's gonna be different. Who knows, can I do something else here, by the way?
The tracks are as they have ever been.
Yeah, this is mine.
A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately.
Nothing else to do here, so alright. Let's go. This is what I want to check out, you know, if I can talk to Playsense or something. Oh, I can talk to the little girl too, maybe I forgot. Yeah, this is what I want to check out. This is something that I wanted to see, and yeah, let's go. So let's talk to her first, right? We had something like to do with this.
Detective.
Whoa.
Are you here for more books?
Let's try here. It's not best, but yeah, maybe we can. Please don't.
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Yeah, I must fuck that. What is this?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Can
There
we
are
take
numerous
this?
types of games for all ages. A lot of
Why-
shelf space seems
why
to
we
be
want
taken
to?
up by we're out related murder.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know what's the reason behind that. Let's see if this, by the way, changed something.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and
Oh
wild
yeah, the
savage people.
cockatoo. So I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
What about the wards on the back door? Are these Simenes as well?
Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
Never mind, I had another question.
Aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
Book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Okay. So, what I have to buy here? Let me see, there's something I can buy here.
A small mountain of colorful board
Okay,
game
this
boxes.
is
There
30,
are numerous types of
37.
games.
37 real. Let me think about this.
The
Plus-
display rack is. This is entirely, completely you. You
Whoa,
have found the
no,
right.
they cost too much. I want to buy everything in here, but now I simply can't. I'm gonna wait later, I guess. But by the way, where is this the cockatoo book?
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover. Its beak
Okay.
slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title. From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through pages, I guess.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Okay, so what about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm a good cop. So yeah, let's do good cop
You
things.
wait for
Yes.
the storekeeper to be distracted. When she's not looking, you haul the tome of cockatoos into your pocket.
Fantastic.
It's quite a challenge, but eventually, the guide to the cockatoos is yours. Splendid effort.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Let's go away and let's read that. Yeah, I wanted to do that. So yeah. Pretty good. See a container you can't open and keep a pry bar. Oh, alright. Well, I always have my pry bar, my so bad guy pry bar in my hand. So, where is this? Whoa, the cockatoo. So, a book about different cockatoo species and their behavioral problems. From A to Zurich, a guide to cockatoos. Yeah. Perhaps it could also offer some insight into your own often problematic actions. The spectacular majestic cockatoo hides you from the cover. Yeah, let's read
A
this.
cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found
Okay.
on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas al-Amer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
So alright, what problem though do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day.
Okay.
They love to talk
Okay.
and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that. I would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures.
Okay.
They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun. Often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Okay.
Ouch. That must hurt.
Maybe, but you know, maybe it's a cool sound. Who knows? Cockatoo seems cool. Okay.
Not great for the neighbors.
Alright.
Performing. Yes.
Birdie. So read about funeral cockatoo. The funeral what?
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral.
24/7, huh?
24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Okay. Read about the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellish its proud and bumptious nature.
Okay.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
So read about the most common bang-bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species.
Whoa.
Common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Seminoles name, bang-bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Okay, honestly this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
The gray and common bang-bang, that's me. Only if the funeral cockatoo is darkness can truly gasp. Isn't that how you use Major Majestic? Here I come. But what if I am just a fuck up a two? A fuck up and cockatoo? I have to take some time to number 4.
You're right. You're
that.
a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
Put the book away. What was that? What did I do? That's done. Yeah, by the way. Whoa, we completed so many. And there's not so many active now, right? Just the more... Whoa! Almost a page. We are doing good if you ask me. Tonight we're gonna talk to the smoker on the balcony too. So... yeah. I'm pretty... you know. So, now what we're gonna do. Ruby... I don't know, it's like I want to talk to the union boss again. And I want to try to see what's up with the container there. And by the way, do I have some... oh, I have a... you know what? Do we want to do this? What we can do? Cold Mamadak, huh? Very special, huh? Sharpen your ear, huh? Can we try this? You know, fuck it. Yeah. Last one. Now we don't have to. Let's internalize this. Fuck that. Now we don't have to take care about these things anymore. This is full. Nothing else. Now we can only, level up these things. And we're gonna do that. But not now. Now let's go and, I don't know, Union Boss? Now I'm like, look at how many things I still have to do. Let me try damage ledger. I still don't understand where the fuck is this damage ledger. No, maybe I know this. I don't know. Maybe I don't know this. Where is that? Let me see. Empathy. Oh, now we can try to talk to Tommy again. Yeah, now I have more empathy than before. And I can even have more empathy, right? This is empathy, right? Alright, but the shoes are empathy too. Now I'm learning. Give me that. Empathy, shoes. And there's something else about empathy? Empathy, I don't think so. Or if maybe... No. So you know what? Let's try again this fucking guy. At least it's something.
Look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
This is low still. How many empathy? 6 empathy? 8%? Hey, my friend. I'm sorry. I can try, maybe. Who knows? But hell no, I will not stay here and try something that maybe doesn't work. Hell no. I'm sorry. Not this time. Oh yeah, I can talk to the lady about the pail and other things, right? Yeah, let's talk. There are plenty of things in here. Something here. Maybe.
Someone shot him in the heart. The monument stands high.
I guess not. Can I do something else here?
A lorry, about the smell of there's something odd about them closed.
I don't think so. This lorry can't be more useful than what already he has been. So let's talk to the girl here.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Oh, cool. Okay, perfect. So I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
Oh, she sticks a filtered cigarette into a cigarette holder and reaches for the light. You're a pail driver. You transport goods through the pail.
Great. He asked the Pines Red about it, and now he's talking to everyone about it. Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
Oh, I'm contemplating, Kim. I'm drawing existential conclusion from this.
Exactly what I didn't want you to do.
Come on, Kim.
Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pail transport.
No offense. But your partner?
Your partner? She lights a cigarette and a white silver cloud of smoke disappears into her mouth.
Seems like a bit of an idiot.
Oh my god. She's breathes out. The heart tastes sweet.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Mesk.
Republica smells the hair. That's not very healthy.
Neither is spell transportation. Life is transitory.
I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and almost lost all memory of the word.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew.
Things you never knew?
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Riot. The smoke from the Fowling Piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent Dolores Day.
Over radiation?
Heroic doses, Herifia. Heroic.
Isn't that dangerous?
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catala Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've
No?
seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this,
She gestures the square, the broken house monument, the clanging of machines in the
what
distance.
are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
What does it look like to pay?
Like looking into the ocean at night, in the dark.
And
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
what does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts.
Okay.
When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, grey and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Okay.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
So, how do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the steel windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
Not on this lorry then?
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
She points to the machines clumped up like toys.
The wheels all small and round. Multi-axle trailers.
So, one last thing. You say we can just become vapor?
Yes,
5 experience.
No elaboration.
I would rather have what I have than what you have.
they say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pearl, super deep. If you
Okay.
stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction. It's
Okay.
a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south.
She looks at the cigarette. It's almost out. She has swallowed it angrily. Then a hue, the motorway south.
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Sheriff, not Pell drivers.
Okay.
Way beyond the established Pell that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent
Okay.
and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
What is at the end of the motorway south?
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning.
Okay.
I've only felt
glimpse.
it in the
Whoa.
distance, when I was a child.
New thought, huh?
A child growing on the leg.
Let me see this first. Just do 8-hour bizarre angles minus one visual calculus. This could have been cool too, by the way. Well, yeah, at the edge of the map, the landmass begins to disintegrate into pure trigonometry. The ocean melts, becoming a tangle of sines and cosines. The mountain range turns into a sharp-angled azimuth. Its green rain shadows dithers, like the music turning into a waveform, and then vanishes. This is the end. A oft-remembered textbook from your childhood, the porch collapsing on the edge of the Isola, a transition from reality to pale, a single vector shoots out, like a rocket. Its motorway south, splintering off from the known pale. To where? Where does it go? Whoa. Interesting, yeah. Ma'am?
Josiane.
A sigh escapes her lips, then silence. She stares within herself.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away.
Okay, she's crazy.
She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. A child descending.
Okay.
You've
So?
fried both your brains enough for today.
He inspects her, no response.
Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
He shakes his head silently, turns to leave. Alright. So now what?
Looks at nothing. Her eyes, girl child, you hear her say. Girl child.
Huh? What is it?
Nothing, nothing. I was thinking maybe something extra, but I guess not. So, let me try to talk to the big guy again, but with my friend and my colleague, can. Here I can do nothing, right? As always.
A lorry stuck in the...
Because this guy, to me, is like important for some reason.
Right to work! Right to work!
Yes, right to work. As always. And Banana can say something. Or maybe not. Who knows?
Hola, wandering man.
Nothing. So you know what? Yeah, let's go to the village. The fisherman's sack, I guess it's called, right? I don't remember for sure, but yeah. Whoa, there's, nothing. There's nothing. That's what there is. Here I still can do nothing about this guy empathy, so yeah, for now nothing for him. Yeah, let's go. Maybe let me see to do more. I don't think I have to do something
You
here.
see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
But just,
Pull out toolbox.
let me talk to the radio.
57, how may I assist you?
Nah.
57.
In the cabin.
I guess when I'm gonna recover my pistol, then, yeah, then it's time to... Oh, I can talk to this guy, right? To him. Now there's new information.
Oh, sorry, officer. What do you want?
Too bad Rene's gone. I was hoping to ask him about Maybelle's Hold Out the Flower.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Okay.
Of course he didn't. Flowers are for pansies. Stop wasting time with them.
Wait. Insulindian lilies?
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings
Okay.
and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
Why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the bells of revolution.
Alright. A sad smile passes his face.
I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
So, I wanted to ask you about the Union again.
Officer, I just can't do this right now. The Union, it just doesn't matter anymore.
If you say so. I'm not saying that. You are saying that. And now let's go, right? Oh, maybe inside here. Or maybe, I don't know. Let's start to talk to her, right? Yeah.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning. Oh? Who?
I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days, she might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again.
Alright.
Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's it. I'm looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Well, nothing. For now. The old lady knew something. That's... Wow, that's... Why not?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Yeah, she here, but... Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something, we're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
God damn it, I know you know something. This is important.
This shit? I'm not going to do your work for you just because you got a potty mouth.
I see, man. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Well, absolutely. Is King gonna come inside? Kim, are you here? No. Is this new? This is new.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
Okay.
The edge of the floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand though.
Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
Maybe my gun?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out.
Oh, a bullet. Alright.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
This bullet is for a breech holder like the murder weapon.
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Okay.
Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
So, good, right? Now I have my another bullet, right? 2 bullets. Wow, even the... 2 bullets. Well, it's better than nothing if you ask me. Can I do something here like wash myself now?
On the table, you see a...
Now, if I go to my thing...
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
You know what? Nothing. And no bad too. I was hoping to King for come inside to inspect with me, you know. It was not time to sleep. But I guess no. So yeah. Let's talk to her again.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
Ooh.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you?
Did you?
She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
Whoa. She speaks slowly, whirling out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket, some water slush over there. But now I'm sleeping.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Okay, so she has dogs.
She probably heard the Lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your kinema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
So, is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
So, what is she like, Robbie?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman.
Okay.
At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Okay.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She doesn't. Oh, I read that she does. Okay, I don't know why. And I was thinking, oh, come on. Tito says she doesn't use the gun. And now she has a gun. Okay, but I read bad. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
A seagull flies overhead. Obviously, a bad omen. It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son. She really believes that.
So, I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She
Okay.
isn't what you call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Okay.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
So, where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows
Why?
the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Hey, you're talking to Dick Mullet. Johnny Thundercop. Here. Superstar. Super cop. King. I will find her.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The fell electric neuron. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this
Maybe
time.
I can go inside that. Yeah. I had a few more questions about Ruby.
What more do you want to know?
Another about Ruby. I had other
Yes.
questions. Yeah, goodbye.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I don't know. If he killed someone, she's not a good girl. She asked me. So yeah, but before we do that, finally we can talk to them. Yeah. Where do we start? The one sleeping? This one. You know, let's start with someone. Finally.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms, if wanting to embrace you.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap.
Whoa.
Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss.
What the
Spirits I can let go
fuck?
for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Speed bottle. Alright. Here's the money for a Pilsner. Alright. I want a pack of smokes. And here's the money for the spirits. What is this? Blue medicinal spirit? What is that? So, friend, do we know each other?
Sure, friend. You know it.
Squeeze the trigger? My gun? Something?
Don't mind old Rosemary here. He's a buffoon. Let's have a word after your high-concept transactions. I'll give you the lowdown.
Amphetamine?
Hi. By amphetamine, I mean speed.
I think you didn't hear me when I said I don't say that. I thought by speed you mean amphetamine.
Aye, it's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
So, quite business venture set up here.
Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor ex-squeeze, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
Okay.
Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile.
The
Okay.
hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
I'm already hooking for Kuno, I think.
Seriously? Are you?
I'm sorry, Kim. I just want to see what happens if I say it. He said I'm a pig hooker or something, whatever it is. Okay.
Fine.
What was that sound? The fresh entrepreneur who has forgotten your presence and is now trying to count a small number of coins in his hand.
There's Rio. 50 in his palm.
Whoa.
And the lieutenant is annoyed.
So why does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny, actually.
Okay. He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index after you. Where did you get a bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good
Okay.
stuff. Got it from the doctor's office.
Okay.
I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow cloth in the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5
Okay.
lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good tip. I should remember it.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing.
Okay.
Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Assholes.
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies.
Wow, a teacher? Biology? He gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
Whoa.
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Is this some Breaking Bad reference? Blue stuff? 98.7%? Seems like something. Yeah, it's not completely related to it, but it's like something about some reference to Breaking Bad. Look at this guy too. You know, the thing here, I don't know how it's called, I don't remember. This. Whoa.
Don't say it.
I thought you... What? Wait. I missed something? I thought it was 300 real. Can I smell first?
Yeah, be careful. It's extremely flammable.
Okay.
1 spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain.
What is that?
But at the same time, you don't remember the last time you felt so alive. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
Alright.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
I think it will prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it.
Yeah.
That's a much more reasonable price right there.
Let's try this.
Makes sense now.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
I don't want that for 300 real. Fuck that.
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today.
Nah.
So we're going to store this as a sellable item.
Yes.
Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Absolutely. So what else I can sell? These things. This new, right? Speed bottle. But yeah, that's
In
not
the
worth
civilized
it.
world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Okay. So if I want to talk to the other guy now.
Hey, tequila!
Oh, tequila. A 30-something man clad in a two-piece Lycra TM tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
What?
So what's happening?
Wait. Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Did I talk to him before or something like
He
that?
says it like it's obviously your name. Like you called someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Not too hot. I'm on a 42-year losing streak.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5.
He looks at his shit-stained Lycra TM with a grim expression.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either.
Okay.
Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
What the hell is he talking about?
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
Okay.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Whoa. Absolutely. He looks at his comrades.
Please! Please don't go! Don't go!
What is that? Begs the man in the pipe.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower.
But
that didn't work out.
alright.
So now it's a pirate's life for me.
So what is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your tequila sunset.
Me? How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No.
No, you sure don't.
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
I don't know if it's something that I want to know, but yeah, go ahead. Let's, my memory needs a little bit of...
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords.
Okay.
Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
He takes another sip, then continues. Okay.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
Okay.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer. And that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
I know something like this already.
It is. Does that sound like something you do? Yeah, probably. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7.
Okay.
Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Okay.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
I remember my motor carriage destroyed.
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed.
Okay.
Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic.
Okay.
What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!"
Okay.
So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Whoa. Oh God, what happened next?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Okay.
The muscles in your right leg tense up. Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster.
Okay.
When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
By the way, I found the badge, but uniform? I don't remember if I found the uniform.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
Okay.
What else was there to do? Thank you, brothers, for your helping hand.
We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event.
Okay.
Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a Tequila Sunrise, which is long gone.
My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail.
Oh, don't call Abigail. Who is this guy?
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
So did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Okay.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did they say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Okay.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
So, did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
Okay. He takes a long sip of beer. So did you get read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop, and for the damage you inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
I don't need to hear her anymore.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past.
Whoa.
That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Wanna tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller.
Well...
Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes, wanna tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Yeah.
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling that this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
You want booze, don't you?
I don't want it, man. I need it. Can't tell stories without it. Dry stories are boring, see? So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Let me see. Commodore Red, Pot and Pilsner, Strike Broad Union Use. Whoa. I got the Blue Medicinal Spirit. How about that? I don't have anything. You know, let me give him the pot and the Commodore Red.
Classy.
Okay.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail.
Come on, Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here.
Okay.
Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know.
Yeah, Idiot Doom Spiral. What's a weird name?
I was once a reasonably high net worth individual.
Okay.
A founder slash junior partner at a high-concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Isn't this guy someone that worked at, that project that failed badly? Whoa, go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator.
What is that?
Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff.
Okay.
I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Wait, how many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees, an
Whoa.
all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals.
Okay.
Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world.
All right.
But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his stained pants.
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
Okay. He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles.
Okay.
His eyes are your eyes.
Okay.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan.
But
I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
how wet are we talking exactly?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard.
Okay. There's a trace of derision in his voice.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless.
Okay.
Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment
What
key.
the fuck? No, how unlucky is this? You've got to be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
So, okay. What happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation.
Alright.
People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
Okay.
I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Okay.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there.
Okay.
But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in.
Okay.
Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
What's up with this? Just because you don't have the key? Come on, you can't call something to help you open the door? Maybe with like the multi-tool that I have, the super pry bar or things like that. What's up with that?
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Wait, is that it? I feel like there's some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Yeah.
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days.
Okay.
I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
I'm almost homeless myself. Doesn't seem so bad.
The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too.
Yeah.
But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear.
So, why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece Lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
What?
The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
Oh, the jacket.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
Yes, can I give you his jacket? What's the name of the agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing.
Okay.
The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
Okay.
I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy.
Where did I hear about this already?
I was financing a group of poets in East Rebeshal who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
He looks towards the bay.
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't hard. It's just cynical wonkery.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising.
Maybe, but it's still tiring.
Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe we were behind the curve? We were fucking rich, though. That much I know.
What's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on. Feel that primo material.
The man extends his arms.
You really shouldn't touch it.
I just admire it from afar, thanks.
That might be the right idea. This here is one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly. Can't get it anymore. It was too primo, even for Grodd.
By primo, he means possibly carcinogenic. Lycra, TM, was a synthetic fabric developed by manufacturers in the middle 40s. Notable mainly for the swishy sound it makes as the wearer passes by. It's also known to become extremely itchy if not properly cared for.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosemary. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time.
So, what about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Drunk.
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Yeah.
Don't call Abigail.
Oh, I want to talk to Abigail. Now. Let me talk to him now. Hey. My mouse is off. Now it's on. It's off. Come on. If you leave it on the bench, not on the bench. If you leave in the on the mouse tracker for quite a long time. It remains on. Yeah. All right. So, don't call Abigail. All right.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
What this about, Lost Jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less.
Okay.
Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket that I discovered on the boardwalk had a clean the horn a whim? Look, consideration on his brow. A look of consideration.
Nah,
Okay.
this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
So you're saying there's another lost jacket out there somewhere?
It's a big world out there, Tequila. A lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket. Someday.
Okay.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
I want to hear the story of your name again.
What's in a name?
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call up.
Shut up, guy. I was once a reason,
Enough,
so
enough.
you don't.
So have you
want
got
this
any more
bit.
stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running
Whoa.
quite low. If you catch my drift.
Fallen Pill. Oh, I got this blue. No, I don't have any on me right now. Lie. Geez, I already gave you some. I don't want to keep doing that.
Then I can't keep on telling the stories.
So
You
let me
too,
see.
Tickle.
Let me see something.
Let's step aside for a second. I have something I want to talk about.
Oh, yes.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where is it come
From
from?
a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do.
Okay.
They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now I hear superstar and law official in sentence. They sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi,
Badass on the edge, disco cop.
Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Let me see, what's that? Oh, if only I didn't do Cold Mapa d'Aqua. Temporary research bonus, -2 lodges still seem unlikely. Research time 1 hour and 10 minutes. Some kind of superstar. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar, and the groupies and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C strikes a lionesque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillaume Lemillon or David Davis. No. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring the rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Okay. Something. Now I got some items. Oh, this thing. Blue medicinal spirit. What the hell is that? The liquid has an unearthly blue tint. The kind that magic or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. This is 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. This can be helpful for something. By the way, I want to... Let me see, can I buy...
Tequila?
No.
Okay.
What does it sell? Some type of alcohol that...
The legend! He's back!
Pilsner,
And thirsty,
right?
I got smokes. And
By the
this.
way, I have my Pilsner too. You know what I think about? I don't want to... You know, I have Pilsner, alright? I have bottom, but look at how many. I have 2 of them. I buy the 2 of them. -8. If I gave it to him, do I give all the uses? Let's try.
Tequila.
She wants to talk with me. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I've got a pot and Pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Okay.
The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez.
Okay.
That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Koran.
Alright.
There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Okay.
Are you telling the story of the headless...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary.
Whoa, headless. Headless is important.
Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
Okay.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze. The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade in the distance.
So,
in the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
Okay.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides.
Okay. He looks up to the skies as he's searching for peace himself.
What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
A horse?
Well, yes, but it's the man on the horse that's of interest here. A man...
without his head.
The pause is long and dramatic.
I have the statue here.
With no head on his shoulders. Wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head.
Wait, I thought the headless found rider rode a bull?
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
What? The lieutenant says with a little smirk.
Well, there are many versions of this story, the most peculiar of which has the headless found rider riding on the back of another headless man.
Okay, that sounds pretty implausible to me.
If I hadn't lost my keys that one time, I'd agree with you. But life is a cruel mistress.
He takes a sip.
Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the 2 feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
Okay.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it?
I read the case file. But please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula de Pont and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set.
Okay.
The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Okay.
2 women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start appearing on the surface with increasing frequency.
So,
the women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box.
And?
When she sees something.
Oh.
Her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless Faun Rider looming on the horizon.
Whoa.
Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound.
Whoa.
Her body is never recovered.
He looks you straight in the eye. What did the case file say?
Naturally, Ula de Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless Faun Rider and that she ran, fearing for her life.
He adjusts his glasses.
During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle, the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story.
Imagine if I did this before when I was not with him. Wow, I will lose all of this content here. Was she arrested?
No. She committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
Okay.
Not a pretty scene.
I imagine.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case closed.
He takes a hearty swig from his bottle.
Anyway,
my bottle.
That's the story of the headless Faun Rider. Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, who was the headless rider before he died?
Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though.
Like?
Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost-found cap, plotting revenge.
Okay.
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline.
Even decapitation couldn't stop his commitment to the sport. Are you that committed?
Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off.
Whoa.
Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
In fact, they've got a hunch that he was the undercover cop. I'd want revenge too. I bet he was the jockey. He seems super committed to his sport. I've got to agree, your theory sounds most plausible.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's
not
right.
So perfectly, but yeah, it can be.
Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
I've already seen some weird shit on this case. A headless jockey in a tracksuit fits right in.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you.
He takes a long swig,
That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated.
So that's nothing. I've got an even crazier story.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila?
Oh yeah.
There's no way you know a better one than that.
What about the Col du Mamadaqua? It's a magical self-replicant sound.
I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found tracksuit, though.
Okay, whatever became of the headless Faun Rider?
No one knows.
Okay.
Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
So we need to pay attention at midnight, because I have the statue and I have to give to someone.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Who knows, Kim? Who knows to believe, what believe anymore?
I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
I like to listen to the tale of the headless Faun Rider. No, have you got any more urban myths?
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to...
as always, right?
Before I can tell that one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice.
Man, you're really bleeding me dry here. I don't want to give you any more. Any of me right now.
If you find any, I'd be extremely grateful.
Okay. Let's step aside for a second.
I know you want to talk him after. Let's buy something from this
The
guy.
legend! He bottoms up, Captain.
Alright, so let's talk to him again now.
Tequila,
Another batch of alcohol.
Drink not much, but it will do.
Yeah, let's go.
This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard.
He takes an almost comically long swig. Thus fortified, he continues.
I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8-9 months now, and in that time I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
Okay.
A shovel hits the sand somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud in the sudden silence.
Cryptids?
Magic animals? No, man, this is serious stuff.
A place to call... Oh?
No, Tequila. Most people already know where they live. It's guys like you and me that are the exceptions.
You're lost, keys?
Hey! Fuck you, Tequila.
He says his was level. Okay. Okay, what kind of expeditions?
All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
Alright.
Wait, there's a tingling back here. The stirring of a faint sensation.
Wait, what do you mean certain kinds of people?
You know, obsessive types. People with predilections.
What exactly are we talking about here?
Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all.
Okay.
The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
Too high concept,
There's no way. It can't be. Or can it?
Can be what?
You know.
No.
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle.
I can handle
Okay,
it.
fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there.
Okay.
Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinaise.
Oh.
There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man.
Okay.
That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
Okay.
He existed, all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
Anyway, sometime later he started his own personal studio here in Martinaise.
Okay.
And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
Okay.
A paradigm-shattering revolutionary?
But then, something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
Wait, nose candy?
You know Tequila, nose candy, the white railroad, party powder.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
Or Emelan gold. For the plateau on which most of the world's supply is grown and harvested, typically by slave labor.
Sinus salt, the white knight.
Can't see. for its popularity among the aristocratic class of the prior century.
Okay.
Along with a number of more banal street names. Blow, of course, but also flake, powder, pearl. Really, anything that's white will work.
Okay.
He's talking about cocaine.
Oh, you mean cocaine?
Shit, yeah, Tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Gives you a cumbersome bump on the shoulder as a couple milliliters of booze slush out of his bottle. So what happened to him?
You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it.
Okay.
By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load.
Holy hell.
Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Snorting cocaine in general is not healthy. That's shit.
Right. Wrong. Do it all the time.
What? All the time?
All day, baby.
Hey, Tequila, pay attention.
Okay.
The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance, an advert so minimal it contained neither text nor images, just pure white.
Okay.
Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
So, what a loss for the world of design, I guess.
know, Tequila. I know.
Considers pouring some out for this lost genius, then stinks better of it.
But the story doesn't end
Tinks,
there.
not stinks, sorry.
Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly a quarter kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
Whoa.
That's almost certainly anatomically impossible.
Yeah, thank you, Logic, to remind me, but yeah, if would... Whoa.
Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way, my friend. Well, I don't know.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does. There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
The cocaine skull.
Whoa. The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull.
And whoa.
No. Wow.
Wow. All right. And why do people think the skull is in here? He's here and marginalized.
Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there.
Okay.
Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum, no one knows exactly.
Does this mean that we can find the skull?
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
My only question is, where does one get a shovel?
So, what do this expedition plan do with
The
it?
archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum, the gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market, and the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
Well, I can find it just for completion, but fuck cocaine.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
Rosemary, you said something about islets?
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no. Maybe it was the storm suit.
Or maybe it's in the air. Or in an ancient step pyramid offshore.
In a pyramid? Now
that
that
would be something. Yeah. So, what have you learned from the other expeditions?
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend, with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich.
Okay.
The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
No.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast.
So, okay, I'm convinced. Let's go find it. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on just a minute.
What?
Finding it right now is literally impossible.
What?
What?
Why?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too. Yet, it is impassable. And
maybe.
second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the cocaine skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions.
Wow.
It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
I hope some money, but falls
I
out
have
in the
to
sky.
agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Damn, that's too bad.
Wait. Maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast. Don't give up now.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
So, are there any more stories you can tell?
Not that I can think of, currently.
I guess that makes sense. You've been drinking a lot.
That might be the case. Yeah.
So, yeah. Being see
Okay,
you.
let's step aside for a second.
Okay.
I have something I want to talk about.
Now we can talk. But first, let me buy another of
The
this
legend!
bottle.
Bottoms up, Captain.
So yeah, let's talk about. Let's step aside, like here, or like yeah. Let's go. Let's talk about Kim.
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style? What about it?
To be perfectly blunt, you are dressed like a blood-hungry mercenary.
I don't think so. No, right now.
That's right. You're protected in your ceramic carapace.
I have just
Whatever harm
something.
you inflict on that world won't be visited on you.
I'm wearing it in case we get into firefight.
It might feel good to play Super Merc, but you might want to ask if it's actually helping you solve the case. You know the expression, the clothes make the man. The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Okay, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies. I'm not taking style tips from someone who dressed like a mega binoclad. I'm not taking style tips from someone who dresses like a washed-up tip-top racer. Okay, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
So, nothing? Alright, now let's talk to the man that doesn't want to talk apparently. Oh my god. He didn't... Whoa, he doesn't... Okay, grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes as the Ugg recognitions. He turns his head away. It's like drink too much,
The
right?
noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I'm the law.
You really don't have to. Besides, he won't understand you anyway.
Abigail! Oh, Abigail.
He mutters while trying to brush something off his extremely dirty trousers. His movements are slow and awkward. Who is Abigail?
Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
He throws out a disgusting snort, then mumbles, waving a finger in your general direction.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Yeah.
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Well, like me. Have you seen any woman around here lately?
Abigail? Abigail, where are you?
His voice perks up, then trails into a string of random babbling. Who are you? What's your name?
Don't call Abigail.
His eyes moved around erratically, then look at him lazy and unfocused. So, where am I? What is this place?
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Okay. Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drums. He's barely holding it together.
Well, let's try, okay?
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Like this?
He does not sound well at all.
So, why should I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
His breath smells harsh like a toxic swamp as he whispers to you. And he then waves his hand as if showing your way.
Don't
Experience.
call.
We did it good. The man stammers. Slowly his head nods off the side of the he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Hey, can I do something?
Don't call.
Hey, wake up.
There's no waking him from his stupor. His mind is elsewhere.
And if I do the other one, let him slip off. Okay, alright, same thing. So, yeah. Wow, we did pretty something. Now, let's talk to these kids, right? Maybe they know something about the woman.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks the stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Hey, you don't know, Kim. Kids are the voice of truth. Maybe they can say something, you know, without remorse, without any kind of problem. Like, I don't want to say that. I fear to talk that. It's their kids. They can speak.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Yeah. But there's nothing else you must really. You guys look at that. Children are stupid. I can't take care. Let me try again.
I don't think we're...
Then we're definitely doing it.
Well, we are definitely doing it, and there's no... I don't understand that, if you ask me. Let's talk to her now. Maybe I need to wait till Kim is out before... I don't know. Well, yeah. Day and night. I'm on and on. This is a free as my night.
Hello, mister.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Ruby. Ruby.
What? Suddenly the girl gets all serious and leans in as she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then
What the?
Kids.
Lieutenant shakes his head. Okay, so... nothing? Bye. Like I said at the end of the video. Bye. Yeah. The girl's large, curious eyes were mine fixed on you. Alright, so I guess nothing. So... This is some serious police investigation case. You know? But let's wrap it up for today. Or for this video, not for today. We did quite a lot, if you ask me. This episode was something. We heard a story about the drunk man. And there was quite a story. More stories. actually. So let's save the game just to be sure, you know. And then let's go to the main menu, and yeah, I guess wow, we did pretty well, right? Absolutely. So thanks for watching. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye.